everybody.
Hello, chat.
What did you think about the new intro?
I really liked it.
See, I'm just like, I'm not crazy about it. I don't know.
I think, honestly, not blowing smoke, but I like all the animations you do.
Thank you.
I don't know if it's just I'm not technically inclined, but I look at it and I'm like, yeah, I like that. So no, I'm super happy with that intro. I like that.
That's cool. I appreciate it, man.
There we go.
What's up, James? He was first at 3:00 today. He was like, I'm getting in there and I'm doing it. Mr. Kevin, he made a little comment in the Reptile Lounge chat today saying, this lady here was my favorite in the lounge. Always something, right?
Yeah.
Hey,
Steven, what's up?
Sammy, what's up, everybody in the chat? Still driving, coming back from the airport. He's taking a friend.
There you go. Sorry I missed you this weekend, Sammy.
No, you're not. You enjoyed not having to do that show.
No, I mean, I missed that show, really. I missed it twice in a row now, so it was like, damn.
Hey, Taylor, good to see you.
Who do we got? Kevin.
Black Rock Balls. That's a new one. Hello. Mr. Casey, how are you?
Patrick. Sir?
Mr. Patrick. Hello. Stan the man. Let's see here. And Carissa. Hello, Miss Carissa. How are you? Well, our guest, Bam, is here, y'all.
I made it.
What's up, Charlie?
What's up?
Not much.
Like that.
Just trying to figure stuff
out. I realized at 7:00 that I forgot I was getting a snake delivered to the FedEx today. So I'm like, oh crap, I gotta go get it. So me and my son are here and threw him in the car, flew over to FedEx, get there. They closed at 8. It was like 7:40 something. And it's not there. It's in New Jersey. So
no.
Yeah.
How'd it get held up in New Jersey?
I don't know. It's in Newark right now. I don't know if it went through that airport for some reason.
Huh. That's
listen to Kevin, y'all. Hit the like button. Hit it up. Hey, I met them in Dallas.
Yep.
Yeah. Went and really didn't get to talk to either one of them. We were all just kind of doing the Husbandry Pro thing and hanging out, but
yeah, they're not any fun to talk to anyway. Don't worry about it. You didn't miss out on anything.
Yes, they are.
No.
His wife was so funny. Hey, Voodoo. Charlie, how is your breeding season going this year?
I have 2 clutches in the incubator. I had 2 pre-lay sheds yesterday. Nice. One is in pre-lay shed now, and then maybe 3 more clutches that the girls are still building. Or 4, actually, maybe.
Tyler and I were just kind of talking about our breeding season backstage and how we've both just had 1 clutch this year. And
Tyler, you too?
Yeah, I got 1 in the incubator, and by the time that's out, I should have
50 more.
No, God, no. When they're out, I just had a girl prelay shed come out today, actually, and those are due on the 27th. So right around the time they're out in shed, I should have my second clutch in, and then I start. 2 girls are in their prelay right now. I got 2 other girls that should avi soon, and a lot of girls in like the 20 range. So I feel like for me, it happens the same. I get 1 outlier clutch, and then I get then they start coming through. But it sucks in the wait. Once they start coming, it's like I can't keep up.
Yeah.
I want that problem right now. I want it right now.
No, you don't. I don't even have a lot of clutches, and it gets crazy.
I've paired 18, and I'm just like, let's do something. But they are getting to where now that the females are like, no, I'm done, go away.
That's
so
good. usually.
That's what I'm hoping.
Are you ultrasounding or no?
No, I have one, but it's a big piece of crap, and I just don't have the time or patience for it. It's easier when Bobby's here because it's one of like the screen on it is literally like this big, right? Yeah, and so the snake's moving around, and I'm trying to do everything by myself, and it's just it's a wreck. Hey, Frank.
What's up, Frank? And yeah, I think so. Charlie, what clutches do you got this year? I know again you always talk about your collection small and you want to keep it small, but what?
Yeah.
What do you got?
The first two that are in there, the first one was actually just a girl that I bought as an adult a year or two ago, and she never went for me. So I was like, you know what, I'm keeping her until she goes. She's just a leopard pastel hypo. So I put her to a clown pied het hypo male. And then I have a candy pied female that has a clutch. Well, the eggs are in the incubator from a clown het candy pied. So hopefully make candy pied het clowns. And the next few, I have a candy het pied that is also going to a clown pied het hypo. So hopefully make some pied het candy, het clown, het hypos.
Yep. You don't even got to leave your house to test.
And that clown pied het hypo males going to a few other pied het clown, ivory pied, and then I got a chocolate het candy clown that's going to the clown het candy pied.
Who'd you get that
from?
The
Sal Gomez. Yeah.
Yep.
And then a regular het candy clown's going to the clown het candy pied. And then
is the clown het candy pied from Sal too?
The clown het candy pied's from Sal.
Wow.
All of them are.
All the candy stuff?
The chocolate het candy het clown is. My het candy het clown is. My candy pied is. Yeah. My pied het candy girl is not. And my candy het pied girl is not.
Okay.
Then I have an exotic pastel het DG going to a leopard pied het DG. Wookiee black pastel yellow belly. Wookiee black pastel yellow belly het clown males gone to 2 clown females and a GHI clown female.
We will have to see those.
So
yeah.
I've been wanting Wookiee in my collection forever, and I still don't have one yet.
Yeah, I love it.
So, is your acid big enough to breed yet?
My acid, I sold my adult acids, and all I have are hatchlings. I have probably a few hundred grams now. They're from last season. An acid DG female. I have then the male I have is that really dark one. He's acid, blackhead, black pastel, GHI. And I have a confusion, red stripe, yellow belly, GHI, het clown girl.
Ooh.
Oh, and then I have a Wookiee acid het candy male that he's almost up to size. So he's going to be going to a candy girl. So hopefully I make some Wookiee acid candies.
Oh my, that would be sick.
Yeah.
It seems like you like a lot of the candy stuff.
That was the original thing I bought into. I stopped buying any more of them. I'm probably going to sell a lot of the adults and just hold back the ones that I like. Any of the visual candy clown I make, well, candy clown het pieds, I'll keep 1 or 2 of them. If I make a candy pied het clown, I'll keep that.
Yep.
Hopefully I make a chocolate candy clown het pied.
Yeah.
So I'm probably going to sell all the adults and just raise up these ones because I have really nothing else to do with those adults because I'll have my holdbacks.
Yeah, that's.
I wants to know if she can see that acid blackhead.
Yeah, if he doesn't destroy me, he's an asshole.
What are you doing?
I'll get that snake as well.
What is it?
It's the acid.
That's his big helper right there.
It's more helpful than I am.
No.
Definitely. Let's see.
Oh, look how
Ooh.
dark. Yes. I would definitely want something out of him.
Is that the female?
No, it's a male.
Oh, and het clown too, or
Negative. That's the only thing. It's not het.
okay.
I think it's het albino. I forget. The whole clutch was 50%, and I only tested a couple of them because I didn't really care. And I know I tested this one, but I don't remember if it's het or not because it's not going to go to anything like that anyway.
Gotcha.
Yeah, his head is like just black.
I would agree with that.
Yeah, that right there. That would be so nice to have in my collection of a baby from him, you know.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So I don't know if you guys know or not, but the website has been down for Charlie, the shedtesting.com, for a couple of days now.
Yeah,
But
hopefully
it is in the works. Yeah.
I think I might be lying, but I was on it on my phone today. Yep, it's still on my phone right now.
Is it working?
It's on it. Last night it was working on my computer. Today it's actually working on my phone. So
when I went to, because I'm in the middle of making you a commercial for the show, and whenever I put in what traits you can test for, it just goes to a blank page.
See, it's not showing up on my phone. So what happened was they were optimizing the site for the phone
for mobile
to make it look better on the mobile device.
Yep.
And I don't know what the heck happened, but something got screwed up and it wound up pointing to a different server. So now they have to migrate the whole thing to another server, and it could take 24 to 48 hours, they said. So This was last night. So hopefully by tomorrow morning it's back up, but there's nothing. I can't even look at anything on the back end or whatever.
Right.
Patrick, what did I say that you agree with? I don't remember what I say. So I guess we'll hop off of snakes for a minute and talk to you about what everyone talks to you about.
What, my love of basketball?
Yes.
So the New York Knicks are playing right now, and they're in the playoffs. And I'm not watching it. I'm recording it. So please, nobody say anything. I'm probably going to stop looking at the chat now.
Oh,
good deal. Well, we appreciate you coming on, Charlie. I know it's a time out of your day and away from your family. So.
No problem.
I was in White Plains when game 1 was going on.
Oh, nice.
It was kind of nuts over there
because they practice and that's their practice facilities up there in White Plains.
Yep. So there was when we went out to dinner at this like little bar and grill spot. Every TV was just the Knicks game. I was like, "What's the point?" There's like 7 side by side with the
Evan, be good.
But yeah, it was interesting. I don't really care for basketball too much, but
yeah, I love it.
Did you play?
Yeah, Kevin, I'm definitely not looking at my phone either. So
tell Kevin to just sit down and be good. So Charlie, you're like the busiest person I know in the reptile industry.
Yeah,
you work a hard job. You do the shed testing. You're breeding. You have a family. Where do you find spare time for yourself?
I don't. There is no time for myself. It literally is not. Like right now, my son is sitting here. He's 3.5. He's watching TV in the snake room until my wife gets home from work, and she'll come in and grab him. But yeah, no, because my wife works at night sometimes. She teaches, and I can't really start testing. And just in case my son needs my attention, I can't start and then not be able to finish. So I have to know I have a few hours blocked off. So sometimes I won't start till she gets home after 9 o'clock at night, and it puts me up till at least 1 a.m. usually most nights. Then I get up for work, 6:37. But yeah, it's been rough. But today I have a part-time employee that she started last week, and today was her first like officially. I was off from work today. I spent about 4 hours with her, training her. She was doing most of the testing today, and I kind of was just watching and doing it with her. But she has a bio degree, and she's going for a doctorate now, and she's worked in a lab before, and she's just looking for part-time stuff that she enjoys while she's going back for her doctorate. So, and she lives close, about 10-15 minutes away, so it's perfect.
What
Good for you. That's gotta help.
Yeah, it's huge. Yeah. So once I get her to the point where, I don't have to be there when she's doing it, then, and she could do it. It's just that everything's a little bit different. She could do it already but it's just that every test has a little bit of some tests, not everyone. A bunch of them are the same, but some of them are just a little bit different and just need a little bit different type of process. And she's not a ball python person. So the biggest challenge is learning. What's up, bud? Hi. Learning the genes, learning when a shed comes in, because not everybody uses the auto-generated labels that I have. So a lot of times people will just write on them 66% het this. So I say, when you see that, that's what they want tested, and then I just write down YB means yellow belly, HH sometimes means head hypo, just all the stupid things that myself and other people that know it would write down or say or whatever. So just getting that stuff down is but she's quick learner. She already I'll say something and she'd be like, oh, that's Desert Ghost DG, right? Yeah. So just things like that, but it's going to be huge.
Two things on that. I didn't even know you had auto-generated labels until about an hour ago when I went on there. So I was supposed to send my shids out to you today. Didn't have an envelope. So I went on your site and was like, oh, what is this? So I'm getting those printed out now so I can send them out tomorrow. But last time we talked about you in the shed testing, you said you wouldn't or didn't want to hire an employee. What changed your mind, if you can share?
I didn't not want to hire an employee. I didn't want a full-time employee because it's so spotty. I don't. Sometimes there's weeks and weeks and weeks that I could use somebody every single day, but then there's but a day sprinkled in here or there where I won't need any. So, and I didn't really trust anybody to do it. But I mean, I had tons of people asking me to help, even local people that but if they either A, didn't know everything about ball pythons like we do, or B, worked in a lab or something before, then I wasn't going to trust. She works in a lab and she's going for a doctorate, super smart. And, I try my best. Not you, Siri. But I trust her, and, I'm not going to just throw her into the fire and be like, oh, here we go, do it. I'm there. I'm doing it with her for a while. It's going to be like that. But, it's just gotten to the point where I need to do more research, and I have no time to research stuff. I have Monarch. I have the Monarch. I know where the Monarch gene is. I have it. I just haven't had time to sit there and do it because I have Monsoon too, and we're still dialing that in. And between my day job and then when I get home, I don't want to put everybody else's tests off. So if I have sheds sitting here, I'm not going to be like, you know what? These people could wait. I want to figure out Monarch or Monsoon or whatever else. I got to get theirs done first. So, yeah, Tyler, I got it. For you, it's different. You're not. I don't know. You're not. I don't know. Make those people wait. No. You're not the one getting the messages all day.
Oh, exactly. Dude, I can imagine. I could.
Hey, you're getting my shed tomorrow. Do you have the results today?
Dude, that no, I couldn't deal with that. that aspect of it. It's like, how many? Here's a good question. If you know your number, how many people are like consistently using you, like reliable customers? Do you know? Do you have a database of it?
No, I have nothing. That's the thing too. Like I need to do so much more because one, this started as kind of like, whatever, I'll do it. I did not expect it to be like this big. And so there's things that, I don't have the time to sit there and be like, all right, I want to track this. I want to track this. I got to implement this. No, it's my day job, my family, and shed testing. That's the thing.
There you go.
The rat shed, the snakes, that's it. So but I have a lot of loyal customers and they're awesome. Like everybody, like I am shocked at how many people reach out to me all the time and say they're so happy that I'm doing this and about thanking me and all that. Because it's tiring and it's tough. And as it gets busier and busier, it just gets more and more tiring. And then you're like, maybe I'll slow down. I won't try to get any more jeans for a while. Then somebody asks you and you're like, come on, can you please get this? It's like, okay.
All right.
But that costs you quite a bit of money too, right?
Yeah, they're not cheap, but the money isn't even the huge part. The huge part is the time it takes to do it. Oh, thanks, Taylor. But it's just, I need things like that. Like, and by having somebody help me with the test frees up time for me to get all these other things in place. Like there's still so much more I want to do with my website. I have so many plans for just a lot of automation and things, but I just can't do it because I don't have the extra time to do it.
I think Kevin ate his Wheaties today because he's awful lippy tonight.
He did something today.
It's got to be the Wheaties.
Or he's drinking, right?
Yeah. Well, I can't say anything about that.
Kevin, it's a Wednesday night, just so you know. It's not Friday.
It's Friday for Kevin.
I guess that leaves a big question then. What's your end goal with the testing stuff? Like, again, last time we talked, you never wanted it to be a full-time thing.
It can't be for at least 10 more years. So I can't retire from my current job for 10 years. And no matter how much people think that there's enough money in the shed testing for somebody to retire and do it, there's not. There's just not, especially when there's multiple companies doing it. If there's, all it takes is one or two more companies to pop up and start doing it in the US that takes away some business from me and RGI, then things are going to slow down for everybody, So I'm not banking on this for the long-term future. I hope that it does great for the long-term future. I'm working every day, obviously, like it is going to be a long-term, but there's no way that I would quit my day job and, I'd have to do a lot more shed tests to afford to live where I'm living if I quit my day job. So,
right.
Okay. And is that, again, a time issue? Like, do you have enough sheds to do it and you don't have the time?
No,
If I
quit my day job, I'd have all the time in the world to do it. If all I had to do was test sheds, I'd have all the time in the world to test sheds, to research, come up with new things. That's easy at that point. But between 8 and 12 to 14 hours of my day sometimes are at my day job. God. And then when
it costs a lot to be Batman.
Yeah, I mean, I'm in a cave right now, underground.
Yeah, doing crazy science stuff.
But yeah, no, I would be happy with having my part-time employee, her sharing responsibility with I'm never going to stop testing. I'll always have to do that because a part-time employee is not going to be enough to keep up with the amount of sheds that I get. But it's going to take a lot off my plate. And just doing the little things around the office, like around the lab. Hey, maybe if I do that too.
Package them together. It's like you get a month.
Yeah.
For a month on OnlyFans, you get a free shed test.
Exactly.
I think that would work.
Oh
But
my goodness.
Just never
It's
open.
getting deep in here.
yeah,
Nope.
but if I get to the point where I could have part of my life back, and I'll take less money by paying somebody else to help me if I could get some time back in my day. That's fine. I don't care. But and that's the thing. I haven't taken any money out of this. I've made a lot, but it all goes right back in. Not $1 from shed testing is paying my mortgage or my electricity bill or anything like that. I'm about to spend probably everything I have in my bank account on the lab next door that I'm building. So it all goes right back in.
Yep. So Exotics just said there's tests you need, and again, you said Monarch and Monsoon. You just need to put the time into actually get it out and all that stuff.
Right.
What are other genes? And again, I know you have a list on your unique sheds.
So I sent out Sunset. I should have Sunset data back. I'm guessing next week.
Get that one too.
Yeah, Sunset will be very soon. Orange Dream, Zebra, and T.A.C. Xanthic are all out right now for sequencing. So see you guys later. Those 4 are out right now. T.A.C., Sunset, OD, and Zebra are out right now for sequencing. Monarch Monsoon, we already have the data for. Chocolate Vanilla, we have data for. What else? Rainbow, we have the data for. Now it's just time and testing them out.
Does RGI have Zebra? Like no, that's okay. That's a good one. That's a good
So
one.
Charlie, you were saying I thought you only had like 15 tests available, but you actually have 22 tests available now.
Yeah, something like that. Because the Bell complex adds a bunch. I don't even have the Bell complex. I think you could probably order a Mojave test or something on the website, but again, I haven't even had time to put all that crap up there, and just because nobody really asks for it. A couple people here and there want some tested, but I'll just say, all right, I send it, I'll do it. Yeah, I think there's probably 20, 21, 22, something like that.
Nice.
That's awesome.
But
I'm really excited.
By the end of the summer, I think by the end of the summer, I'd be shocked if I don't have at least 10 more.
Wow.
Probably more than that. Myself, and a European scientist, he has a business over there. We share our tests now. So he sends out stuff out there to get sequenced. I send out stuff here to get sequenced. So, and then we split the work when we get the data back. And so that's been a huge help. So it saves us some money because, at that point now we're just paying half pretty much.
Okay.
So is there any sheds you're needing people to send in to you?
Yeah, I definitely need some more, like super anythings. Like everybody's asking me for Red Stripe or Stranger or Confusion. Send me the super forms of them if you have any. You can do this stuff with the het versions or the single gene versions of codoms and stuff like that, but it takes a lot longer to analyze the data after that, and it's not as reliable data. So you could just be running off of markers and things like that. And I'm trying my hardest to keep it so that everything I got is as accurate as I could get it before I offer it.
Right.
What does it look like for the genes that, as of now, there doesn't seem to be a super of? At least the visual.
You can still do it. You could still do it. You would, but it just take a little longer.
Right. Yeah, because as far as I know, like the acid static confusion stuff.
Yeah, I don't know if there's a
super, right. So that one for a shed test is just going to take longer to get the data on.
Yeah, I mean, RGI should have fusion, acid, a few more. I forget, they announced the other day that they were working on codoms. But again, you know, he doesn't do any testing anymore. So all he does is research. So it makes life a lot easier when your full-time job is to research and do this stuff. So. And that's the thing. Like every once in a while, I'm like, oh, I got to try. I can't keep up. I'm never going to keep up, and I don't care. You know, it's apples to oranges. They're a full-time business doing it. They have all the money in the world behind them.
Yeah.
The biggest name behind them.
Yep.
And all the time. I don't have any of that. So.
But you're still killing it, Charlie. You really are.
It's definitely, I cannot complain at all. Like, people have been so awesome.
Yeah.
So, and I just try my hardest to keep everybody, happy and do my best to get prices as low as I can, hook people up when I can, payment plans, whatever you need, trade for snakes, whatever, I
bartering is very important in this industry.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, we're going to take a quick sponsor break.
All righty.
Mike says you have groupies, Charlie. He does have groupies. I'm a groupie.
Mike's my biggest groupie.
Mike's everybody's biggest groupie. No, I don't know. Balls Deep is pretty right up there too, right?
Yeah.
Charlie, no, Patrick, I agree with that. I strongly agree with that.
Yeah, I mean, there's definitely something that, people like the smaller business and, and I try to be personable with everyone. I'm on my phone all day long. I don't like if I have multiple unread messages in my Instagram or email or texts or anything. I answer every phone call and I talk to people as long as they need me to talk to them. And I try to keep people updated on the process as I'm doing everything. And if things are running late or whatever, because sometimes it happens. So, I try to get things out as fast as I can, but sometimes, I can't get to everything because of life. But that also is going to help by having somebody else. I didn't look at the score, but it's just a habit looking at my phone.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, so like if I go on vacation for a week, now I have somebody that could, help keep up a little bit. Not do everything, but keep it so that when I get home, that my PO box isn't stuffed to the gills, and they have a key in there because now I have to go to a bigger PO box and open that up.
Oh man. So are you still printing tags and everything as well?
I do it once in a while if somebody asks me, and it's just like, all right, when I get to it, I'll do it.
Right.
Yeah.
One more thing to put on your plate, then I think you need like a newsletter or whatever, like an email sign up newsletter. So it's like,
yeah, I've been thinking of a few different things. People told me I should do a Patreon or something like that, and I don't know. Everybody's got them, I feel like, and But if I did one, it would be like obviously discounts and just inside info and videos and stuff like that, chats,
Updates.
things like that. So I think some people might enjoy it, but I can't do anything else until I have my
time back.
Yeah, until I have my employee to the point where
Yep.
she could do it and I don't have to be around. But yeah, I mean that's the plan, and I like doing all the shows I can, and it's fun. I enjoy watching YouTube when I can, but a lot of times I hop in a show live. Hey, what's up? How you doing? And then, all right, I gotta go.
But at least you're still showing up for your people.
And people will be like, "Hey, I sent you a message on that, live, and you didn't respond." I probably wasn't on again anymore.
Charlie, my big question of the night: have you had a sleep apnea test done yet?
Oh.
Come on.
No, not yet. I don't have time for any doctors or anything like that.
He needs to have one done. I've heard so many people snore, but Charlie by far is the top of the list when it comes to snoring.
He's proud of that too. He's proud.
I think I have to say Kevin at the last Tin League definitely gave me a run for my money. Boy, he can snore, man. I feel bad for the people that were in the room next to us.
Oh God. Nope.
I don't know, between you and Paul, and I know I have sleep apnea, but y'all were snoring so loud, it kept on waking me up. And I was like, they were in the bed all nice, relaxed. I was in the chair, and I was like, man, these dudes. But Charlie was number one snorer I've ever heard in my life.
My wife wears earplugs.
No
I
shot.
bet she has to. Poor wife.
And it's just because I when I fall asleep now, I pass out. I'm out hard.
Yeah. Well, I know you have a lot of followers too that when they go to shows, and I know I do. Any vendor I talk about the shed testing, and I'm like, use Charlie, use this code.
Yeah, and that's the biggest thing. So many people reach out to me and be like, "Hey, I heard of you, but didn't really know much about you." Then I talked to so and so, and they were like, "Oh, you got to use it." All of my customers talking and are great. That's what brings. People like to hear who has the experience with the business before they jump into it. And I have some people that were there day one when I, just announced doing it and didn't know me from a hole in the wall that still were like, let me give this guy a shot. And, some of them are fairly good breeders and, still around, and they're some of my best supporters,
Yeah. And Kevin, we know you're talking about fire water, sir, so don't go there.
So what's your plans with the balls in the next couple seasons? End goal stuff.
Yeah. I definitely, like I said, I want to hold back a few of the best candy clown pied stuff that I can. But I'm gonna sell all the adult candy stuff I have. I have a lot of stuff, not a lot. I have probably 20 snakes growing up that I can't wait for. But it's gonna be interesting to see how I handle the holdbacks, because I don't want to add another rack. So I gotta sell stuff that I don't really need. But I have, I just started getting into the Exantic DG stuff, so I want to get that into a bunch of stuff.
Okay.
But yeah, and I really like hypo, so I'm gonna try to get hypo into as much stuff as I can, and working on hets. Like this year, I'm gonna have a lot of just hets, normal hets, quads, triple, things like that. But that's the thing. I kind of, especially since I can do the testing, obviously that's a huge benefit. But since I don't have the time and I'm not really relying on any money from these things, so I'd rather slowly build it higher quality. And if I have to hold back hets like crazy and take an extra few years to get to where I want to go, I can, because, honestly, caring for them is my top priority. But now, obviously, people know me not for my snakes, so I could take my time with pythons and just enjoy them.
Yeah.
Right. How many do you have right now?
43, and today would have been 44, but tomorrow will be 44.
Okay.
Yeah.
I want to get my collection back to that manageable size really, really bad, because I'm hitting around 90 now, and I never wanted to get that big.
No.
And like Tyler, he works all these shows and everything. I don't work shows yet, so I want to back down.
Yeah, last year I sold off a lot of my adults that weren't going to be beneficial for the future, and I'm going to do the same this year. So hopefully by next year, everything is just going to be good, really higher end stuff.
Gotcha. Yeah. I'm in the process of like slimming down a little bit. Well,
You look great.
oh, thanks, Charlie. Thank you.
Sorry.
Thank you. I try. No, but I don't know how much I'm actually slimming down because I've bought more snakes this year than I did all of last year. But I need to make space in these bigger racks to make space for holdbacks and stuff, because I'm in the same boat as you. I don't really want to go buy another 5540 right now.
Yeah.
But I don't care about. I'm probably going to buy a 10 series, but because right now I just have the, I don't know, what are they, Vision or Reptile basic PVC ones for the hatchlings and grow ups.
Like the 6-quart tubs?
Yeah, it's 6-quart. Like you could put the 3 different sizes in them.
Oh, okay, yeah. So they're like the V5s, V10s, and V18 shorts or whatever.
Yeah. Those are fine, but I think this year I'm going to have too many hatchlings at a time to keep in there. But I have a super dwarf retic. I'm getting a green tree python. I want a lot of cool display animals too.
Was that the shipment or was
No, that was a ball. It was Orange Dream, DG, Het Pie Girl.
Oh, nice.
But yeah, I want to get a couple different species that, not necessarily to breed, but just to have.
Okay.
Yeah.
So
are you wanting to get into carpets?
I might grab one from Warfel if we'll see.
Yeah, he has some real pretty ones. When I went up there for his birthday party last year, I was amazed at how beautiful they were in person. Like, I didn't realize how bright they were in color until you see them in person. You're like, oh, I really need one of those now. So
just don't get like a hatchling one. They suck. I don't like them.
they're spicy noodles. They're so nippy.
Yeah. Once they're a year old, they're cool, but like hatchlings suck.
Yeah, my retic was like that when he was smaller. He's still. They're just stupid. They're smart snakes, everybody says, but the thing I walk by, if he's hungry, his mouth's open and he's just flailing around like an idiot. Like, I'm like, dude, there's nothing even in here. But once I get him out, or he knows he's coming out, he's fine. He's awesome.
That's good.
But yeah, you definitely don't want to just stick your hand in there.
Yeah.
So how many species do you have now?
I just have ball pythons. I have a retic, and I have my son's leopard gecko.
Oh, I thought you were gonna just stop at your son.
And I got my neighbors, who I like brought them to a local show. They're 3 daughters, and they're young, and they love the snakes and everything. They bought 2 crested geckos like 2 years ago at the Albany show. And I watch them for them when they go away and everything. This time they drop them off and they're like, oh yeah, and here's 4 eggs. They had babies.
That's funny.
So it looks like I'm getting a crested gecko too when these things hatch.
Nice.
Glad you made it back, Epi. I miss you. She's a sweetheart. I hadn't seen her in a while. So, Charlie, are you going to be going to Tinley and?
Yeah, I'll probably be at every Tinley from now on. I believe I'm going to Pomona in June, I think it is.
I really want to go, man. Have you been yet?
No.
That was one of the best shows.
Yeah. I'm probably going to go to the mall. Pomona, Daytona, Dallas,
Okay.
Tinley.
Are you going to try to make it to Florida?
Yeah.
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 You doing like a St. Louis show?
I'll probably do that.
Yes, that'll be.
When is the next one?
They're always November.
Yeah.
St. Louis is a fun show. Like for every time I've done it, the sales have been great except for the last one. But I actually like the like hangout aspect and just the.
Dude, I don't know how you do it, man. You guys are every other day. You guys are at a freaking show.
Yeah,
Show.
it's nuts.
I like the Poughkeepsie show and White Plains is like an hour and a half from me, and I'm like, oh, I have to drive an hour and a half. Do I really want to go down there? And you guys are like, oh, let's drive to freaking California.
Yeah, no, those. Yeah, the shows get crazy. I was talking to Holly about the schedule, and it's super nice to see. Like, I think last weekend we had New Hampshire, and I didn't go. I was getting ready for finals week is this week, and then I'm off classes for a couple weeks, and then we got a show in just Buffalo this weekend. We got a weekend off or two, maybe, then Pittsburgh, and then a whole month off. So, but usually it's like, yeah, we're 2-3 weeks on, 1 week off, 2 weeks on, 2 weeks off kind of stuff. So it can definitely get draining after a time. And by the end of the year, you're shot. But like December, January, we don't do anything. So.
And for those of you who don't know, Tyler does classes too. So he's as well very busy and concentrating on a business plus classes. And that's a lot to do. Plus, your care for your rodents and your snakes. I mean,
yeah,
it's pretty amazing, man.
It can be a lot sometimes, but like I actually, since starting classes, I just said I missed Sammy in New Hampshire this weekend. This is the second show I've had to miss, and like I do a lot of shows that can be draining. I hate missing shows though, so I had to miss this one because of finals week, which it sucks. But yeah, all the snake stuff. It's the other reason why we're trying to cut back a little more on shows. And it's nice that we've sold a lot of snakes. But the rats right now are ridiculous. We have expanded rats so much.
And you're selling them?
Oh yeah. So we can't keep up. So we stopped selling rats probably a month and a half ago, maybe even a little more, to start stocking up on breeder, raise up females. So right now we got about 380 females that are going to get thrown into rotation within the next 3 weeks. And we already have about 300 to 400 females in rotation. So
yeah, I'm the worst rodent breeder on earth. They breed it good and I feed all my snakes and everything, but like people are like, oh, this one I've had breeding for this amount of time and this one does this many clutches. I'm like, what? Yeah. I'm like, I'm like, I just like hope that everything's working right. And, I have no clue which ones are good breeders or bad breeders. No idea.
Yeah. We're getting to the point, like we never knew that. And some people will track their animals or whatever, have specific, we never did. We're trying to get to the point where we can and do, some certain stuff, some certain strategies to keep track of females, how many they lay, how long their rest is, and get them back and just keep it efficient. Because the customers we've had recently and the increase in the people who want rats from us has been ridiculous.
So we're trying to actually transition from rats just to ASFs. And I only have one rack. And so that's all I'm feeding for my collection is the ASFs, just to see if I'm going to be able to keep up with the demand of them. Because I'm to the point now, I don't want to deal with rat customers really anymore. Because it costs me so much money to feed the rats. And it's a lot cheaper to feed the ASFs.
Yeah. So, I think that's 100% true. I would switch
Is it really cheaper though? I mean, I have both. I have ASFs and rats. I'm not growing up any more rats. Once these ones stop breeding, that's it. I'm done. And it's all ASFs. But the ASFs just take longer to get bigger. So I mean, are they really eating? But then you got to feed your snake more of them if they're smaller than you would. I don't know. Just thinking about it like that is like, is it really cheaper to feed a bunch of the amount of ASFs you need?
So I keep 2 males and 10 females per tub.
Yep.
They're really big tubs, right? And they're all producing like crazy. And for my rats, I can only keep 1 to 4.
Yep.
So it's kind of like the number games. Yeah. Plus, the ASFs actually produce more per clutch.
They do. Yeah.
Right. Yeah.
So it's just one of those things I'm trying to keep an eye on, trying to chart it all out. I'm terrible with charts. I'm just like here, there, I've got rat customers coming here, there, get rid of it. I'm tired of cleaning rat tubs and they stink.
Yeah. I just sat down this week because I have something for school that I really wanted to figure it out. But I figured out my cost for all the rat stuff, and it's actually not bad at all per rat.
Right, Jamie.
Which is more surprising than I thought. It was a little cheaper than I thought, and I calculated, like how much.
Right. That's the biggest thing right there. When my rats were at full force, breeding like crazy, and I was doing really good with my rats, if you're not, killing them off before a certain time, you're done. Like I have nothing to do with, like, now you have these tremendous freaking rats, and that I was giving them away to guys that had boas and stuff.
That's the hard part for us though, right? Like in PA, no problem, right? Because you can have the berms and the retics, and
right.
The biggest thing you can have
is a boa,
right? So I have to be real careful.
Yeah.
Like I had almost 500 gram plus rats.
Oh yeah. I had a guy that I found him on like the Upstate New York Facebook thing.
Oh yeah.
And I was like, he's like, you have like jumbo rats for sale? I'm like, no, I have jumbo rats for free. Come get them. Get them out of my freezer.
Yeah. The rat stuff is what it's a lot harder, a lot more time consuming, but long run it's quicker for like monetarily, and it sets me up to feed my stuff for free, and like it's just hard to keep up with the customers right now. Like we're looking at expanding into a new shed, new racks, new all that stuff, because I had a guy who just hit me up and was like, hey, could you supply 150 ASFs a week? And I'm like, I can't. And 150 rats a week. So I was like, no, I can't right now, but I need the leeway. And I told him, like, by the end of the year, yeah, I can do it. I just need to make sure. So
I mean, if you can get loyal customers doing that, you can make more money doing that than selling these stupid things.
Oh, 100%. That's it takes a lot more time and work and worse work. But yeah, once you get your customers, it's like one of my mentors, like quote I live by now that I breed rats is people won't always buy snakes, but they'll always have to feed the snakes they already have. So it's like when we just started to breed because we had 300 snakes and we're not paying $700, $800 a week to feed them. That's stupid. So
I couldn't even buy. There's no one around me in the capital region of New York that sells live rodents.
Yeah, that was our problem too. The guy I worked for who did stopped breeding live because he couldn't find employees. That's the other hard part that
I might do. Like if I could get live ASFs and rats locally for a decent price, especially my collection isn't huge, I probably would just do it. Yeah. But I hate feeding frozen. I despise feeding frozen.
Yep, me too.
So I mean, I've done it. I still have some in the freezer, and I do it when I have to. But
see,
I don't have to do that.
So with Jeremy's comment here, all of my frozen stuff I actually donate to Dr. Joe from Kingdom Pythons in his class just to get them out of my house because nobody buys frozen thawed from me. They all want live. So
Buy frozen thawed. Wait, what did that say? Buy frozen thawed, let someone else do the work. My time is worth more than paying.
I don't have the time to defrost them, to thaw them, to heat them up to the exact temperature.
Oh, okay. I get what he's saying.
Snakes you need, and if it's a half a degree too warm, they won't eat it.
yeah,
half a degree too cold, they won't eat it. If it's the wrong color, they won't eat it.
Yeah,
exactly.
Frozens are tough, but a lot of like pet keepers use them, and they're for someone who breeds and sells rats, they're better to sell. By far, way better to sell because, like, it's hard for me right now, at least at the scale I'm at. Like, if you take 150 rats, like that screws me for a month and a half down the line. You know what I mean? Like, I have to right now. All I've been selling is males for the past few months, right? So if people come over 150, it's like they're getting males, and
absolutely,
that's the end of that. So that's why I have 300, almost 400 females sitting there, almost ready to breed, and my sales have been slow. So right when they pop in 28 days after they're in, they'll have 300 litters of 10. I'll have 3,000 rats in there.
right.
Which is a lot of work, and then that's the cycle I'm going to keep doing for another couple months, where it's like I'll take a 2 or 3 month hit on my sales. So by the time someone does want to come and get 200 live rats, it's like, okay, I can take the hit on that.
And with you being up north, your humidity is a lot better than ours, right? So here we have to clean them at least once a week. It could use it twice a week because it's just like the same day the bedding's already wet and everything. This is after power washing.
The winter sucks though because I have an insulated shed and it's still too cold. Like I have to heat it. So I'm paying to heat the shed too.
We have to heat and air conditioner.
The winter's my favorite for me with the barn that I have insulated. I just run 2 like normal freaking pick them up, plug them in heaters. I don't have built-in heat, and the winter the Norwegians speed up, which is great. They usually go a lot quicker. I find they're a lot cleaner. The smells better. For
100%. The smell is a lot better in the winter.
Right now is the worst for me. I'm gonna have to start opening the door, and the hardest part is like you'll get days where I am where it's like 40 at night and then like 95 in the day or something stupid. So it's like
that's how it was today.
Yeah, right. It was 80 plus today, and it
was like 40 degrees when I woke up.
Yeah, when I woke up, it was my waters in my garage were freezing cold. So,
well, it got 93 here today.
Yeah.
So with that many rats in a little place, you have to run air conditioner because the humidity is so high.
I have one of those like air vents in the wall that turn on when it gets to a certain temperature.
Yeah, the exhaust.
Yeah, I have the exhaust fan that turns on when it gets. I think I have it set to like 80 degrees or something, 78 degrees or something like that.
We'll see. Our mini split unit broke very, very, very quickly in our rat shed, and so we have 4 just big fans attached, to the ceiling, pushing out to an exhaust fan. But we're probably gonna have to throw in some like just normal like box AC units, and those will definitely break quickly. But we can't go and buy a mini split every 2 months for it to fry the coil, and so there's no way around it. Like we tried to, again, we clean every week no matter what, or try to, unless we're at shows or whatever. At the worst, it's every other week. So we try and keep up bedding XYZ, and it's dusty, it's gross, it smells like.
Sammy, what town do you live in?
I think he's an hour away from Sammy, but I don't know which way.
If he's in New York, Sammy's southern Connecticut, I believe.
Eric's
Mhm.
probably like 2-ish hours.
Who's Eric? Is he?
Oh, I forget his company
What's-
name.
I know it. Hold on. I just gotta find his Instagram. But yeah, he's got a ton of stuff. Yeah, he's got a lot of goals.
Yeah, Sammy, he wants to know what town Eric's in. Anyway, y'all can get into contact because I don't want to keep Charlie. He's got shed testing to do. He has a family to take care of and spend time with.
Hopefully the family's sleeping when I get down to the house, and
Because he really wants to watch that basketball game is what it
Yeah.
is.
in peace.
Yeah.
I will be sending out. I just finished testing also before I came up here, so people will be getting results from me as I'm watching the Nick game. It's not going to go on the website right now because it's down, but I'll be messaging everyone.
There you go.
Charlie, it's great.
Somebody in here, I saw somebody in here that I had a result for. Who the heck was it? And I think I know the result off the top of my head, so I was just going to say it, but nah, I don't see him. I forget. So it was somebody earlier I saw. But, yeah, no, I mean,
Frank. Was it Frank?
yes, Frank.
Yes. What was it? I need to know.
I don't know off the top of my head.
I thought you knew.
I thought I did too, but then when you said it was him, I remembered his was a heck clown test, I think.
It was a head TG test.
Oh, then I don't have it. I tested it today, but so
should have been from a leopard clown.
Yeah.
TG,
that have that
A and B.
I should have that Friday or Monday.
Okay. He was pissed when RGI came out with the like C doesn't, or the C is the only thing that matters. Because he sent that out. It tested A and B, and he was like fucking solid. And I was like, if it doesn't test C, I'm gonna be pissed. Hopefully it proves.
All right, guys. Well,
thanks,
like
Charlie.
I said, Charlie, thank you for coming on and your time. We appreciate it.
Yeah, of course.
If you guys need Charlie, go to shedtesting.com.
Tomorrow.
Yes.
His QR code is on the side here. You can hit him up on Instagram. And everybody, thank you for showing up.
Bye. See you, chat.
There.